That's what a lot of people were talking about this week. The contract signing for the Hell in a Cell championship match. Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels was out there with them, as was Triple H and Stephanie. I believe Stephanie was out there. Triple H. This was the Triple H show here. Triple H was on the microphone. And by the way, Triple H in his most fitting role on this show. That of introducing Shawn Michaels. That's one of the things that Triple H will go down as being most well known for, is Shawn Michaels' sidekick. So it was quite appropriate that he would be on the show introducing Shawn Michaels. So he's out there, he's doing a promo, and he says that he has seen guys like Daniel Bryan come and go a million times. He compared him to Chris Jericho, Edge, and Rob Van Dam, in that all of them are talented, all of them are popular, but they were never the one. And I thought that line was priceless, considering Triple H himself was never the one. Remember, he's the guy who works with the guy who draws money. Thank you, Jim Cornette. That's a great line. Triple H said that if any of those guys had been the face of WWE back in the day, they would all be working for Ted Turner right now, which is not exactly factually true. Ted Turner was already long gone there by the end, but I understand the point he was trying to make. My question is this: why even bother having Triple H in this promo bring these guys up? Edge can't even wrestle anymore. This is the second time now that Edge has been dragged into this angle, and Triple H has made comments about him having never drawn money and all this nonsense. Who cares? Who cares? We get it. The Triple H character is a dick. All this does is tell people that when you win the world title 11 times like Edge did, plus now he's in the Hall of Fame, which makes it even worse, it doesn't mean a thing. You're still not a top guy, even with all that stuff, even with all those credentials, you're still not considered a top guy. Boy, that doesn't speak too well to their world titles now, does it? To his credit, Edge went on Twitter, he said, look, it's entertainment, no need to get all worked up about it. He's right, of course. The funny thing is, of the three guys that Triple H mentioned, Edge is the one who you can say really did draw money. He carried an entire brand. He never carried the whole company, but he was SmackDown. He was SmackDown there for several years. Chris Jericho on Twitter, he reacted to Triple H's comments by saying, time to move on, guys. Bye-bye, WWE. Now time for more important things. Right. See you in a few months, Chris. In the meantime, Jericho has a new web series called But I'm Chris Jericho, which debuts this Tuesday. He plays a version of himself as an ex-wrestler trying to make it as an actor. I saw the trailer. It actually looks pretty funny. So, again, that premieres online this Tuesday. This whole segment was basically Triple H ragging on Daniel Bryan and Bryan reacting to Triple H. Then Shawn Michaels talks to Triple H. What's going on with you? This is not the Triple H I know that would play strip poker and ride the tank into WCW and all that stuff. Randy Orton spoke up at one point, and I seriously had almost forgotten he was even out there. Triple H did the same spiel about Bryan being inferior, you're a B+, you're too small, you're not a star. It's the same rant he goes on every single week. And you know, you tell people something long enough, they start to believe it. And then they wonder why they can't make any new stars. Just imagine if when Bret Hart or Steve Austin were getting over in WWE, they had Bruno Sammartino and Billy Graham, right? The two of the bigger stars from the most recent generation, out there on TV, taking up half their TV time and talking about how inferior they are and how much smaller and less muscular they are as compared to the wrestlers from their generation. I'm wondering when this shift happened. I know it's only the last decade or so, but I'd love to know exactly when. When did this start to happen? This trend in wrestling, or in WWE at least, where you beat your own guys down like this verbally on TV over and over and over again. I would love to know exactly when this trend started and with who. Bryan will have headlined 4 straight pay-per-views after this weekend. I mentioned that earlier. He's won the WWE Championship twice, albeit for very brief periods of time, but still, he's now a 2-time champion. Why would Triple H be out there saying that Bryan isn't a star? Doesn't even make any storyline sense. least they had Shawn Michaels out there to stick up for the guy. The only way you could justify this whole thing, to me, is if it pays off with Triple H against Daniel Bryan, with Bryan winning. Cleanly and decisively beating Triple H either with the knee or making him tap out to the S-lock. That's the only way. That's it. Bryan actually did challenge Triple H to a match. Triple H mocked him for even the mere suggestion that he might wrestle Daniel Bryan. He said, you're beneath me. You're not The Undertaker. You're not Brock Lesnar. You're not The Rock. Why would I fight you? That's great. That's really great.